Well, as I said before, Lee Fowler was a smart man, saw the economy coming down and decided to have 8 home games so we don't travel, which is great. We'll play 8 here, we'll take a bus to Wake Forest, we'll bus to Virginia Tech, we only take 2 airplane trips, so I'm saving money here this year. And hopefully we'll make money on our 8 home games. It's just a quirk of things that happen as we try to change the schedule in some respects, so the schedule is what it is, and the whole thing about playing Carolina at the end, it had nothing to do with playing Carolina. As I said to somebody, and we play them in the parking lot if they want to play this afternoon. I really don't care when we play them, but I think if we're going to have a football league and be a major player, you can't be playing games like that when you might have to go play each other the next week. And no other conference that plays a conference championship game ever does that. And similar to the Big 12 last year, if you look at the excitement that was created by Texas Tech playing Texas and Oklahoma to get to the championship football game, they were in the same division. If you're going to have, and we're still young and we're still growing and we got to figure it out, those are the things you have to have. And you have to have, it'd be great to have rival games at the end of the year, but because we've pieced together in the last 3 years, obviously you got Florida playing Florida State, Clemson playing South Carolina, Georgia playing Georgia Tech. So I don't know if you can set up league games as you go on to play in conference fighting to get to the conference championship game the way you should. And that was the whole intent of my statement. It had to do with the conference and trying to make us a viable player if we're going to be a conference. And last year, Boston College had to beat Maryland. I think they played Maryland last game of the year to get in. It wasn't a big deal. But those things have to be big deals if we go on, if we're going to be a player at the national level. I said them a year ago before we played Miami. And of course, nobody listened, but when you say it because you got North Carolina, everybody listens and thinks it's something else. So, I voiced them in BC because we played Miami at the end of the year. I did it. This is in 4 years in the league. I played Miami twice, Maryland once, and now North Carolina. So I played 3, crossover games before the conference title.
Do you think
all right, put it here. We're going to play Carolina last game of the year. All right, now we're both going to go play in Tampa. What's the most important game?
Do you think anything's going to
change? That game out there doesn't mean,
right.
What's it mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're just the football coach.
That way you
That'd be fine.
You think coaches would be able to schedule that okay?
I think we have to. The Big Ten says you have to play all your out-of-conference games in the month of September, and they figured it out. Other conferences have figured it out. We don't.
You won't practice today at all?
No, it's always too hot to quit. You guys are enough. Now we'll go 2 practices again. My first year was 100 degrees 15 days in a row, I think. So it isn't like, we haven't seen weather like this before.
Right.
What you do is you take more breaks. You have to cut practice, and you certainly drink a lot of water, drink a lot of fluids. And make sure you do a good job hydrating. Now, we've done a good job with our kids right now. We had 0 heat-related problems yesterday and went through a pretty good scrimmage out there. But it's supposed to cool off in the next couple of days. Well, I think when I first heard it, I think it was probably at Boston College, so I had to believe that there was probably something behind it. We do Twitter. I don't personally, but we twit from my assistant's tweets or whatever it is. Certainly, we try to educate our players on what's acceptable and what's not, because it's part of their generation. Certainly, Facebook and all those other interactive pages that are technology that they can use. So it definitely is a concern. And in our media training phase, we spend a lot of time on that with them. I think he uses information positive on your program to put it, put out there positive things and the good things, because people want to know what's going on. No, the football, the office does, and Chad Jameson does it for us. I mean, from practice and things like that. Well, I saw him actually last night after the scrimmage and asked him how he felt. He felt really good, and once again, coming off a knee injury, that's an important thing, is to come out of a situation like that, to get out there, to be in a full scrimmage again after a knee injury, to feel that things are positive. So, he certainly helps the tight end position. He will be a key to, we like to play with a lot of tight ends, so, he and George Bryant, gives us, a pretty powerful guy in there to help us in the running game. I don't know what he is today, but I know he was over 270 coming in. So
what would be an optimum weight for him?
I think we told him to get down to 265, which he ought to carry fine. I mean, you have to ask the schedule. I have nothing to do with the schedule. I just, when it comes out, we get lined up and we play it. So, I don't know if they want us to play Carolina at the end and change divisions. We'll get in their division and play.